Welcome everyone to this series of short videos which we are recording for our Hall of Fame. These are mostly our past learners who have completed IIBA certifications very successfully. And I'm greatly delighted to welcome Taryn to this series of podcast. My name is Ellen Mishra. I'm one of the principal trainers and business analyst at Adaptive US. I would request Taryn to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Taryn. I'm from South Africa, Johannesburg. I'm currently a BI data analyst, and I've been doing business analyst for the past 6 to 7 years.
Thanks. Good to hear about you. So, Taryn, what made you think about first going for CCBA certification? What was the motivation behind it?
I wanted to upskill on my current workspace and also for career path growth. I've heard about CCBA and IIBA qualifications a while ago, but I felt I needed to take the step to get certified into growing my career and
That's
experience.
good. Great. I'm glad. So, are you a member of local IIBA chapter in South Africa?
Yes.
That's good to know. I think IIBA is very popular around the world. It's getting very popular in South Africa. It's getting very popular in Australia, in Middle Eastern part of the world, in Europe as well. It's picking up quite a lot of steam. It had been popular in US and Canada for a very long time, but I'm very glad that IIBA indeed has been progressing its footprint quite well.
Yes.
Then, when you decided to go for CCBA certification, what was your plan of action? How did you plan to get this done?
Okay, so I initially didn't have a plan. Looking at when I downloaded the book guide, it was
Mhm.
quite stressful to read on my own and to understand. So I knew that I had to do a course to understand the information and to see where I need to go and how to go about understanding the work. So that was the plan initially, to find a way so that I can understand, do a course, however long or short it would be, in order to be
Okay.
certified successfully.
I think BABOK is an interesting document. I have read it probably 300 times in my training professional career. And it is indeed a complex document. And a lot of people believe that the BABOK guide is the best way to learn about BABOK. Probably it isn't. That's what we tell most of our learners, that we have a scaled down version of BABOK, which is much easier to understand compared to reading the full BABOK. So that has been a good strategy on our part as well. Of course, I believe when you were looking for a training partner, you would have considered multiple companies. On what basis did you decide to work with Adaptive?
I had been in touch with consultants from Adaptive just to understand what you offer and how the program goes about. And when I had the interview with one of the consultants, she mentioned every single thing. She went through the whole process, what BABOK offers it, the time frame in which it gives you to do the exam and to prepare you for the exam, as well as how skilled you will come out of it to improve your skills. So that's
Okay.
what I took into consideration, as well as the
Okay.
time frame, because I believe it wasn't too long and it wasn't too short. It was enough to
Okay.
understand
Kind
the
of
information.
reasonable time frame. Yeah. We don't promise
Yeah.
anybody overnight success. I think sometimes I
Right.
do read on LinkedIn, somebody said, I became a CBAP in 3 days or 7 days. And I really wonder, because I would take that much time to read BABOK. Forget about preparing for the exam.
Yeah,
I'm glad that our
exactly.
team was very supportive and helpful. Okay, so how did you find the course? Did the course meet your expectations? The faculty quality, content quality?
I'll start with the actual course and the lessons, the live classes, which I
Mhm.
found extremely valuable. The reason is because reading the BABOK guide on its own is quite difficult. The live classes made it a lot more easier to understand what was written in the BABOK, as long
Okay,
as accompanied with the study guide as well. So the course material itself, with the videos and the simulators and things like that, really helped me to understand and prepare for the exam in a much easier way. It wasn't as stressful as it would be me doing it by myself. So it's very helpful.
true. So did you find the exam questions to be similar to what we suggested, or it was very different?
No, it was quite similar. I did the simulations quite a few times, and that
Okay,
allowed me to plan for the exam in terms of the time frame and
okay,
which to answer, which to flag, which to go back. So that really helped
okay,
me a lot, and I'm
okay.
not nervous.
I think nervousness is another challenge which many learners face. And we keep telling them if you have studied for about 100 hours, 120 hours, you should not feel scared to go for the exam because you've done enough.
Right,
And anyway, we always tell we have success guarantee behind you. So if things go wrong, we will back you up. So there's nothing to be very worried. But sometimes some learners do become a little bit nervous because they may not have written a test for a very long time. That could be
right.
the reason. So, how has been your experience after being a CCBA certified?
So I'm very glad. I'm very relaxed about it now. But also, the information has helped me to incorporate in my current work now. All these terms and technologies and things that I've incorporated in my work. So it's amazing how it just gets to you and you know what you're doing and you just add more value to what you're doing
That's,
after
I think,
it. So,
one very big plus of getting a structured training done. It exposes you to a lot of terminology, lot of techniques, and understanding of what we actually do as business
yes.
analysts. And then, what's your future plan after being CCBA? What do you plan to do next?
So I do plan on growing my career. So I definitely want to
Okay.
work on bigger projects as a business
Mhm.
analyst and venture out there and see what there is that I can offer to other people as well, the new knowledge and the new experience. So that's the plan. And maybe we can look at another certification another time.
Sure. I think one of the things that from my side, would probably recommend is to look at something called generative AI. That's a very new course that we introduced, and it's a very interesting course for every business analyst because generative AI is picking up a lot of steam.
Right.
So, one final question. What would be your advice to our current learners or future learners who plan to write the CCBA certification?
Okay, so I believe if they're doing the CCBA masterclass with adaptive, then I feel the material is enough, the understanding is enough.
Okay.
Just take it as you go. Don't prolong it once you've
Mhm.
done the course.
Okay.
It didn't take me much time either. So just absorb the information as much as you can and use it in your current position, then you'll be able to understand the exam more.
Well, I think we generally recommend 2 to 4 months of time frame because we have observed when somebody defers it very long, then they start losing touch with the subject. They probably forget about the content
Yes.
as well. So writing the test within 2 to 4 months is definitely a great suggestion. Thank you, Taran, for your time. Do write to me in the future if you have any questions on the subject or you want to do something, you want to do a topic that you want to deliver, like a webinar or something. We would be happy to do that as well sometime in the future. And if there are any chapter related activities that you would like us to contribute or do something, we would also be very happy to do. Okay.
Okay, that's perfect.
Thank
Thank you
you
so much.
and have a lovely day. And let's stay in touch.
Sure. Thank you so much, Alan.